I'm Alora Jaymes. I'm 30 years old. I'm a model and an actress, and also I just started doing burlesque. I've been doing modeling for about 10 years now. My cup size is 32B/C. It does depend on the company and the brand. My astrological sign is a Libra, and my favorite things to do, I love to dance. I also love to go hiking. I love being out in nature and getting exercise. It's very grounding, and it really helps relieve stress, just being out in nature instead of in a stuffy old gym where you could have dudes staring at you, which is not relaxing when you're trying to work out. So just being out in nature, and I usually go with friends because it's not safe to go alone. So I usually go with friends. I have friends, a husband and a wife. It's safer to do guys. And I just love going hiking all over Atlanta. It's fun. Another thing that my friends and I do is, we just started doing this, we'll go on Netflix and we'll do Bob Ross painting, and that's another way that I find really relaxes me. I like doing arty, creative things and outdoorsy things. I like that. I like it like that. My favorite outfit in my closet, or things to wear that shows off my figure and cleavage. Well, I'm wearing one of them. I love this dress because it's super comfy and it's a little sheer. And it's super tight, but it also has like a little, let me straighten it out so you can see it more. But it has like a little cinch, which gives it like a little movement more. And it's super tight. I love it, and it has a little crisscross on the back. It's one of my favorites, and it totally shows off cleavage and my ass I've been working on, but totally need a nude thong and this for when I actually wear it out in public. This is another dress I like to wear. I'll show this one. Oh, and these boots that are totally made for walking and looking sexy in, which is hard to find. Things that are comfortable to walk in, but give your butt that right pump. Oh my gosh. All about the butt pump. Butt pump. Well, yeah, doing yoga helps get that butt pump, butt heels, the right heels. I love this. It kind of reminds me of the 70s, like crisscross. This is one of my favorites, although what I don't wear is fishnets, but it kind of does. I wear other black stockings. My legs get cold a lot, so what I like to do is pair stockings and things with a lot of things that I wear, especially when I go out to Vegas or colder places. I was born in Memphis, but I moved to Florida when I was about 10, so I pretty much grew up in Florida. So anywhere north is super cold. Anything under 75 degrees, I'm like, I need a parka coat. It's freaking cold. It's no lie, it's a little bit ridiculous. I can't help it. But I'll dress in layers. So what I've learned to do is I've worn three pairs of nude tights, so my legs still look bare, and trick to that is to cut the toe part out of most of them except for one, or all of them, and wear socks, because I learned the hard way in Vegas that the more pairs of tights you put on, the more squished your toes get, and then walking around in Vegas all over the place, you're like, I'm going to stab somebody. I'm just kidding, no. But I'm going to fall over and just give up on walking forever, and people are going to have to carry me, or I'm not moving. But I just ripped the holes, so yeah, and my legs were warm, and everything was awesome. When did I first decide to become a model actress? 2000, I know, I've always known I wanted to do it, but I didn't actually start going after it until 2008, and going after acting in 2010. Various indie projects and things, but that with the acting and freelance modeling is what I've been doing, mainly from Model Mayhem, and to try to build my portfolio and sometimes theirs. And fortunately, with the indie projects I have done with acting, haven't gotten any footage to show for it. Such is the business I have learned. But you just keep moving on. And then I didn't decide, I was doing it part-time, so I was working at like Panera Bread and Honey Baked Ham and Steak and Shake and brief while at American Eagle. And so I had part-time jobs and I was going after modeling part-time. And I didn't decide to quit that and have modeling become full-time, which was a little scary, until 2012. I was like, I'm gonna do it, because I realized I was taking off more work than actually going in. I'm like, well, I guess I'll take that leap, or just keep going, and I did it, and it's been fun. I love what I do. I love thinking of different concepts with good photographers. Photographers that, I saw that question. I'll get to that later. What do you like most about being a model actress? What do I like most about it? Oh, I like that I get to be creative and try to think of different concepts with other creative souls. And also, physically, I've been doing yoga, so I've liked how much stronger I've become and more flexible, and how my poses have expanded from there. And then it's really cool being in a shoot, and then like all of a sudden I'll do something weird and like, oh, I haven't done this before, like, hello. It's like slowly becoming a contortionist, but not really. But I can do the splits, and like all growing up I could not do the splits, and I thought, well, you're flexible when you're young, which is totally a lie. You can be flexible when you're 80 or whatever. As long as you work at it, you can get anything. Age is just a number, in my opinion. What is the best experience that you've ever had while at work? The best experience, I would say, I kind of had it recently. This photographer I've worked with a couple times now here in Atlanta, like right away, like the first time when we shot, we got amazing photos. There was good chemistry. I didn't feel creeped out by him or anything, and he was complimenting, but not too complimenting. It was like perfect, right amount of balance. I'm a Libra, so it's all about balance and everything. And he told me at the end that he called me, he said I'm a muse. And I'm like, as a model, that's like the highest, that's what your goal is to hear, that you're a muse, that they're inspired by you, that they're just like thinking of all sorts of creative things, and you're like, yes, I'm doing my job, we're connecting, we're gonna create some magic, bitch. That's what you want to hear. So that was an amazing experience, and now he's like, I want to work with you once a month. What would you, like, want to, what could I give you to make that worth your while? Like, that also spoke highly of me. I'm like, wow, you respect me and my time? Like, what? That's awesome. Thank you for that, and recognizing my work. And and how much I put into it and how I'm constantly trying to move forward. Because I go live on my Instagram and I do yoga. And I don't know, I just thought about doing it one day. I'm like, I gotta work out. And when you work out, having a accountability buddy kind of thing kind of helps you keep going and working out and keep you on the working out train, which really helps out with my figure and my job. So I just thought, hey, if I don't go live, then people will know I didn't work out, and I'll be like, oh no, I didn't work out, I'm not keeping up my fitness, not working on myself. So I like going live, and then photographers see that, and they're like, they see that I'm working hard, and then fans see that I'm working hard on my body, and then had people on Instagram be like, how can I tip you on Instagram? Go on YouTube so I can tip you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's been really cool connecting with photographers that way. And so now the worst experience I've ever had. Pretty much everything you could possibly think of has happened to me being a freelance model. And also having what the term that I keep hearing running around is suitcase pimp. Like managers that are just trying to get me to these shady jobs. One job I wouldn't even go on because it sounded, I'm like, this doesn't even sound safe. So this guy who called himself an agent, and he said that he found somebody to help me get mainstream work. And I'm like, by mainstream, you mean legit jobs? And he like the legit jobs, not creepy people? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Like legit modeling, like with clothes? And he said, yeah. I'm like, okay. The only job that he brought back to me was a photographer that wanted to take pictures of me nude. Not me being nude. Well, yeah, he wanted that too, but him being nude as he took pictures of me. And I'm like, why? No penis involvement was discussed, and nor will it be discussed, because I'm not okay with that, so therefore there's no point in that. That just makes my job even harder, because I have to stare at your naked ass, and that's not making my job any easier when I'm trying to be sexy here, and that's just, ew. What? Do you seriously get off for the fact that, like, oh! No, that's not a legit job. What about that? It's mainstream! So, sorry for screaming. So that has happened, and I've had recently, this guy has an agency here in Atlanta. Agency. Apparently it's really easy for anybody to do that. Anyway, he got me to go do a photo shoot with him, and then he was trying to sign me. And I'm a dork. I can be quirky and everything, but I'm many things. I also like to carry myself like a lady. I like to have good posture. It also helps for me to constantly be like a lady, my shoulders out. Some people think it's weird. I'm just trying to have good posture as a model. That way my bones don't get, it doesn't get out of place, doesn't look weird, and you never know when that camera is going to pull it out of place, and you're like, oh yeah, the one time when I'm like a monkey over here. It's just good practice. Anyway, so it's good to have good posture. Anyway. So I was having good posture, and the guy commented on it negatively. He was like, why don't you lighten up? And he kept spreading my legs open, because apparently to him that meant that I would lighten up and that I was comfortable and loose on the shoot. because my legs were open. And I even said, I'm like, no, I'm just trying to be a lady, you know, and just be professional. I'm cool. But him doing that, obviously, it just made me not cool. And him saying that I wasn't comfortable, I'm like, I was fine until you said that, until you did that. Then I'm not fine. What are you trying to get at here? And then, when we get into the shoot later, and he gets a little bit naughtier with the poses and everything, he had the nerve, the audacity to, he's like, I need you to prove that you're comfortable to work with me. Right away, red flags, because that is like something, a cliche that most guys do, is just say, oh, I need you to be comfortable, I need you to relax, I need you to do this, I need you to suck my dick so you can get in my agency, like, so sick and tired of this being a man world. Where's the women run agency? That's what I need to find. So he asked if he could touch my big labia because he'd never seen one that big. And it was just like so fascinating to him, my big labia. I'm like, dude, have you ever been on freaking the internet? Like, come on now. Stop trying to play a game on me. Or just, so annoying when they think that they hold power over with his agency. So his agency, whatever. I'm fine doing my freelance work. I'm fine. I don't need to let anybody touch my labia or go any further or anything like that. I'm good. Thanks. I'd rather find people who call me their muse and want to create art and think of cool concepts and then once we think of a concept, maybe even go even more twisted and weird with it. Maybe get some Salvador Dali weird looking aspects. Who knows? Like, get weird aspects. I just want to create art. That's what I want to do. Who is your favorite professional athlete and why? And if you don't have one, which pro athlete do you think is most? I gotta be completely honest. I don't know sports. Right. I'm sorry, I don't know sports. I was in marching band growing up. Drum line. Yeah. And I did have to like learn a little bit about the game so I could learn like, oh, we're on defense, play defense cadence, or oh, we're on offense, play an offense cadence, or whatever, but I really do not know any athletes. No specific ones come to mind, and there's not ones that I masturbate to. They're like, oh my god. The only one that comes to mind, and he's not one that I would necessarily, get down and dirty with, and this is only because of a cosplay I'm planning on doing soon. Michael Jordan. Because I plan on cosplaying Lola Bunny from Space Jam in the 90s. Yeah, I just started doing cosplay last year, like really intensely. I paused because technically my first custom-made cosplay was when I was 13. And my mom made it, and it was Sailor Moon, and it was awesome. And little boys made fun of me at school. They're like, "Oh, you're cosplaying. You're rare." They didn't say cosplaying. They didn't know that term. They weren't that cool. And then they were like, "Oh, you wore a Sailor Moon for Halloween. You're such a nerd." And they're laughing at me and stuff. And I'm like, you don't understand how I paid attention to detail to make everything that it was puffy and short, but not too short because I was 13. Let's keep it not crazy here. And I just wanted to wear a cute costume for Halloween of something I liked, and I didn't want to be teased about it. Years later, I find out, like just a few years ago, I find out about conventions, and then I'm like, what? Not only do people appreciate you in your cosplay, but they treat you like a celebrity and they want to take pictures of you. If you have cosplay that is quality, sometimes not even quality, they're just like, oh, cute! And yeah, but I like it because I put time and effort into paying attention to detail that it makes it look like I'm bringing the character to life, because that's really important to me. I don't want to look like I'm playing dress up, and this is my favorite. Like, yeah, some characters, I'll just do that because I'm like, this is my favorite, whatever, this is for me, not for you. I don't care. But most characters, I want to do making it look like I brought this character to life, and whoa, I just jumped out of the comic books, whoa. Yeah, that's me trying to get magical. Well, who is your favorite actor and why? Johnny Depp. Because he's just a really great guy. I don't view him as being too flashy or whatever. He's just, as far as like the tabloids, I mean, he is in them, but anyway, it's not like Homecoming Nightmare. He's so versatile, and he's inspiring with his work and his years and years of hard work and experience, and how versatile he is with his roles, like from Edward Scissorhands to Pirates of the Caribbean to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas to, you know, like everything he's done it. It's just amazing and inspiring to me as an actress to really take on all those different characters. That's the kind of actress that I want to be, is somebody who can be a chameleon and be very versatile and be anything you want to be. You dress up. Like, when I'm a cam girl, and I like to do role-playing and cosplaying already online. I think it's fun for my mind to think of naughty sexual innuendos different for each role. It kind of is a challenge. It is a challenge for me to think of it, to make it different each time. So, I never want to be, like, character typecasted or anything. I want to be versatile. I want to be a chameleon. I like Johnny Depp. He is amazing. A favorite actress? Oh, God, it's so hard to choose. I would say Meryl Streep is one. I love Meryl Streep. She's a very strong woman. She's very inspiring with how she carries herself outside of acting. For me as a woman, it's very inspiring. Like, that's who I want to be. I don't want to be like, oh, she's so dancing or whatever. Or, you know, I want to be the woman that has her shoulders and just glides and floats when she walks, and when she takes on a role, she kills it. From like Mamma Mia to Devil Wears Prada to what was that one movie? That cooking. I forgot the cooking one. Amy? I don't know. Anyway, my point is she's very versatile as well as Johnny Depp, and with how she carries herself as a woman. She's just such a effortless lady. I say that, but I know it took a lot of work to get to that point. So, I love her. She's queen. Yes, queen. Who is your favorite singer, musical artist, and why? Ooh, a male and a female. Oh, gosh. I'm going to go old school just because it gets inspiring to me watching careers grow, and both of them go together. Didn't plan it, but it happened in my mind. Ready? Okay, so the male, Justin Timberlake. I think he's really cool. He's sexy. Easy on the eyes. And his music, it's versatile too. I like it. It's music that gets you in the mood. I liked him in NSYNC too. Whatever, guilty of boy bands. I grew up in the 90s, alright? I'm 30. But please don't call me a millennial. Oh my god, no! Try to die. I'm Generation Triple X. I'm my own generation, alright? Like, leave me alone. Don't call me a millennial. So, Justin Timberlake. And then, the next one would be, the female, would be Christina Aguilera. Yes, she's amazing. I love her. I love her career, and I love how, again, like Meryl Streep, she's a strong woman. I like how she has been a strong woman at every body type, and felt sexy of every body type. I like how she's healthier now, because I believe in being healthy, but not killing yourself for whatever society is deeming as pretty at the moment. Like, I like how she is comfortable in her own skin, and of course, she's a powerhouse. She's got amazing talent, and that's inspiring. Someday I want to take singing lessons and work on my voice. I don't know. Yeah, need some work. Not Christina Aguilera or Mariah Carey quality or anything like that. But yeah, she's an amazing, strong woman who doesn't take shit from anybody. I mean, the song "Can't Hold Us Down." Yeah, that song. I love it. I love it. Oh, this question. I was looking forward to this. If you could be a superheroine, or when it comes to cosplay, if you were to dress up as a comic book character, who would it be? Just comic book, or do you mean anime, or video game, or just comic book? Okay. Sorry, I'm a nerd. What category are we narrowing it down to? If different from the one you was dressed up as. So I can only pick one. Oh gosh. Superheroine? Because I do like to dress up as villains too. Ooh. Or schoolgirls. Like Roxanne from a Goofy movie, but she's not necessarily a superhero. So a superhero. Well, I don't know what I mean, I have Scarlet Witch, and I like that costume, but, she's not, no, I don't know if you'd call her a superhero. I guess so, because she's in the Avengers, but she's kind of, like, on the edge. If you want to get technical. I don't know. If you want to go classic superheroine, I would say, where is it? Right here. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman! I love Wonder Woman because, and I thought that movie was badass. It was like, whoa, DC, you got your shit together. Sorry. It was the best DC movie ever, and I'm glad it took a woman to do it. I'm sorry. Oh. But I love Wonder Woman. I love cosplaying her. I wish that the costume I have for Wonder Woman was more authentic. It's kind of just like a costume from Amazon. It's not like, wow, it's like Wonder Woman from a movie, or even the comic books. See, there's different ways to cosplay. Let me explain. Sorry. You can either do the comic book version, and then you gotta worry about which generation of comics, or you can do the movies versions, because now there's so many movies out there for costumes. And for me, if I were to cosplay Wonder Woman, they would be the comic book version. I say that, but I have this comic book because it's my favorite. I have these on display. So I have this one, and I like this costume. And it's like a gold top, and with her skirt. And I like how she's paired with Batman, because I like her paired with Batman more than Superman, because, like I said, I have a lot of villains and people on the edge like Catwoman. So I like Bruce Wayne over Clark Kent any day. Come on. And then this one I like because it's a different cover and it's a different outfit from Wonder Woman. It's her in a red dress on the red carpet. So I like that it's different, and I like that she's on the red carpet because I'm an actress, and I'm like, wow, look at it. And I like how there's a girl in the back like, what? And I'm like, not such! That's me. I'm kidding. Not really! So, yeah, I love Wonder Woman. I love her. Cosplay any character? Are you kidding me? Do I have to choose just one? My nickname is Bunny because I'm very energetic. So I have a bunny cosplay list, and a bunny that is on its way to me that I'm super excited about is Bulma Bunny, which is from Dragon Ball, which is the precursor series to Dragon Ball Z, which is the more popular series. And I watched all 5 seasons of Dragon Ball and all 9 seasons of Dragon Ball Z just to research the character, because I like learning about other characters from my fans and everything and getting suggestions for new characters, but I'm not going to dress up and be like, hey, I'm hot. I'm not going to just dress up in a character and not know anything about it. Like, where are you from? Right here. No. If it's a new character, I will watch it all. I'll read the manga. I will not look like an idiot. So that way it really will be like I've brought the character to life. Be like, I'm Wonder Woman. I'm from the Amazon, you know? I love Wonder Woman. And you know what? I'll go rogue with my own script. Be like, screw being with Superman. I'm going to be with Batman. Look, on this comic book. And on that point... On that point, growing up, people were like, when I was playing pretend, people were like, you can't mix DC and Marvel, those are 2 different universes, like, you don't mix the comic books. Oh, really? Oh, really? Who is that Batman for DC, and who is that, wait, who is that? Spider-Man for Marvel. Same comic book. It's a little bumpy. I like it. But yeah, so I like this comic book. It's on display in my house. So it's like proof that you can do whatever you want. Don't listen to people about mixing universes, whatever. You can mix whatever universe or dimensions or whatever you want. I like it. So it's like to remind myself, do you? I like it. So Bulma Bunny is the one that is, I like it. It's also, it's like a sexy Playboy bunny style, so I like that. So it's already a sexy costume, and then it's a cosplay character. It's nerdy, and from a very popular series. It's just, so it's going to be super recognizable. Whatever convention I go to, I'm like, yes, I'm winning all the things, yes. So, anyway. Oh, goodness. We're living in a Time's Up MeToo movement era right now, where women are feeling free and emboldened to speak up about and against harassment in the workplace and sexual impropriety in general by men towards women. So my opinion is I am totally about that movement, because I've had too many experiences with it, and it sucks, because it's kind of like being a model. It's kind of like being a model. We're looked at like strippers, and I mean that in the sense of the amount of respect that we get. Like, it's almost hard to prove things, and people take advantage, guys take advantage of that and try to be like, oh, join my agency and suck my dick and do this, and because I make more money than you, and all this mentality, and I hate that. I hate how, back to Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility, and it's time that the people with power took responsibility for their actions, and the other people that become in power, you just stay responsible. Just be good people, and let's all just have fun creating. So yes, I'm totally about supporting the MeToo movement and trying just to have fun at work and not have to worry about being sexually assaulted, or like, can I just show you who I am with my body and my personality and my hard work and my professionalism, and be like, this is me, take it or leave it. Do you want to work with me? Not be like, I don't know, let me see if you're comfortable enough to suck my dick. What? What does that have to do with modeling? That has nothing to do with anything. Why are we mixing this? Like, casting couch for porn? This is modeling. We're trying to get into Vogue here. Maybe. A girl can dream. So, anyway, that's my feelings on that. People need to speak out and be truthful about everything and communicate on shoots. Don't let something go and don't take something the wrong way. Try to communicate and be firm about no and how you feel about things. So I think more people should learn to stand up for that and take the hit and the money. Not have to suck it up for money. I believe people should do that. And then maybe they'd be more accountable. And anyway, what type of projects have I been doing since of late, and how much fun have you been having on my project? So I've been working recently with My Geek Goddess, and I started doing burlesque with them last year, and I'm having so much fun. I get all of the feels from them. Like, after every convention, it's like we're all like crying from like all the after con feels, and just being together and working together with a great group of ladies. Because being a model, it's like usually I'm just one-on-one with the photographer, which even then it could be like creeping out and like, it's not very often I get to meet other models, which I love to meet and discuss projects and just vent about other things and just talk about normal things, and just, I just like being around other models and just hanging out. It's just fun. And so I really like being a part of My Geek Goddess and doing the burlesque. Burlesque is something I have always wanted to do for years. I've wanted to dance for years. Like, when I was younger, I took dance lessons, but then when I moved to Florida, like I said, you get your friend clique, and my people were already in the cliques, and it was more fun to dance with my friends. I fed off their energy, and it was fun to grow together and everything. Anyway, but then I got into music, and I feel like that has really helped me out now, because going through many, many, many years of music has helped me understand all sorts of music better and hear rhythms and things that most people won't hear, and I can, do things. So now I'm doing a different type of dance, burlesque, and it's rumored in my family that my Grammy did burlesque back in the day, and she was a rockette. She traveled around with them, and but there's a picture of her and like some sheer looking fabric stuff in the newspaper, black and white, and it looks like it could have been burlesque, like burlesque back in the day. I don't know if you know anything about burlesque, but it was very, very, very tasteful and very much of a tease back then. Now it's a lot more showing of the pasties. Back then it was like a very quick pasty reveal or whatever. Here it's more like now it's more about the dance tricks and things like that. But anyway, it's cool how it was rumored for my Grammy to have done burlesque in our family. I know, I'm doing it. But last year we started doing nerdlesque, which is basically cosplay bedazzled. It's cosplay, but dancing in a burlesque style. And now this year our troupe is getting into classic burlesque to try to expand our brand more, and putting together new acts and everything. My latest act I'm working on is a Marilyn Monroe, and I'm dancing to the song "I Want to Be Loved by You," and I'm choreographing it myself. So I don't know, I'm just diving in. Okay, let me just figure this out. And doing yoga helps my body get flexible and everything. Because then I'm discovering new things I can do with my body, and then I'm like, oh, let me make this into a dance move, and just add spirit fingers, and there we go, it's a dance move. Just kidding. But kind of, yeah. just get some oomph into it, and then, yeah. Like wheel pose from yoga, just give it a little burlesque kick and a little cross and stuff, and then wheel pose becomes a burlesque move, and then it's awesome. Working together. Libra, balance. So I love doing burlesque. What new gigs or projects are in the works for you? What things can we expect from you in the near or distant future, career-wise? Well, this year with my Geek Goddess, we're traveling to conventions, and we're performing burlesque around the conventions, and then I book freelance photo shoots around that. Something that I've been wanting to do is travel the world doing freelance shoots and interviewing girls that I meet. There's another girl that wants to travel to Australia, possibly, if we can book work there, and my cousin lives there, so I'm like, maybe. I just want to go on adventures with other models and kind of do my own documentary. So it'll be like from a model's viewpoint and be real instead of some dude trying to get some model's viewpoint, which is just going to end up being creepy anyway. I've had so many pictures of that, and like, I am getting sick of this. Like, how about like a real woman do it, like a cam girl? And I know it takes time and money to do it, and not everybody wants to travel, and they just want to have everybody come to them or just go to California, which nothing's wrong with California, but I'm like, there's a whole world out there, a world of cam girls, a world of models all over the world. Why not do a documentary of me traveling and doing photo shoots with the models, and then people can buy that, and then watch my Instagram Live, get behind the scenes of the shoots and stuff like that, and join my fan club and get that stuff. Or they could watch the documentary after we get all done. We'll have a professional filmer and everything, and that's a big goal of mine. But it's taking some time to save the money, because traveling around the world and everything's not cheap. But I've been networking on Instagram, trying to find people I can crash with and possibly do photo shoots with, and and being a cam girl will help me fund my travels too, and I can go anywhere where there's internet pretty much, just a little bit. So that's what I'm planning on, just trying to take care of things. What are my short-term and long-term goals in my industry? I've been working on getting out of debt, but I really want to start taking acting lessons. I was taking some, but then I had to stop because I couldn't afford to keep doing it, but I loved it. I loved taking acting lessons, and then I was in a play, and I loved it was in that play. It was a Seussified Christmas Carol, and it was super fun. I loved it. I love doing live things like that, where every performance is different. You never know what's going to happen, and sometimes when wardrobe malfunction's going on and people like ad-lib some random rhymes on stage, it's just magic. love working with creative people like that who go the extra mile, and they're super fun to work with. So I want to get into acting more. I've been doing a lot of modeling. I've been really trying to expand more into acting and get better at it. So I want to take dance lessons. I want to take acting lessons. I want to take singing lessons. And I also, with the yoga, I want to get even stronger because I want to do my own stunts and do some parkour and stuff, and trying to network with guys in the industry that do it, and trying to learn, how do I learn this? And what I'm learning is they pretty much just all become friends and do it together and learn moves from each other. There's no, like, set class. At least I haven't found it yet. That's just what people keep telling me. Like, is this some sort of code I'm not getting? Is it, like, some secret stuntman code? I'm like, is it judo chop? Open sesame. Like, how do I get in your club? Sorry. If I could go back in time 10, 15, 25 years ago, knowing what I know now, when I'm 25, I'm 5. Yeah. I'm like, what was that like when I was 5? That was crazy. What advice would I give my younger self? Also, same question, but what advice would you give yourself with respect to your career? Okay. 10 years ago, well, that's easy because I recently got to look back at 10 years when they did that 10-year challenge hashtag. And I'd go back in 10 years and tell myself to love myself more. I know that might sound weird, but I really mean it. I mean it inside and out. I mean, with how I take care of myself, with eating, and with the working out with yoga, because it really has helped me a lot. Been doing it pretty consistently for the past year, and I just really love yoga. I'm a yogi. Yes, namaste, bitches. So, I would say, please take care of yourself more and love yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself, because things will come if you love yourself. Spread that positivity and that positive vibe, and don't worry about what other people are doing so much or what you think other people expect of you, because then you're just going to lose your magic. Focus on the magic, and what I've been noticing recently, when you don't focus on the money so much, and you just focus on your art, the right people will respect it, and that's really what matters in this life, is really making a difference with your art, rather than trying to repeat what everybody's doing or what is popular at the moment, because what if yours is that new thing that does become popular, because you decided to do something different, and everybody's like, what? Look at this shit! Wow! Look, how did you, look at, that's what I want. I want people to look at my pictures and be like, oh, okay, let me see who you're working with. Like, that's what I want. I don't feel like, okay, she's hot. No, I do not want that at all. So, I would say love yourself, because when you do, people will notice it. And I'm going to go to another side story. And recently I was at this convention, and I'm not that popular. I don't even have over 10K on Instagram yet. And I've been trying to, with all the algorithms and stuff. It's like, alright, I'm pretty much shadow banned for life, so, I'm sorry. Anyway, it just gets annoying. So anyway, I was going up to set up for my pictures and stuff for the first day, and I was the only one that brought pictures. All the other models at the booth were looking at me like, oh, I didn't know we could do that. I'm like, nobody told me. I just thought of the opportunity and thought, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for it. So, and this model came up to me, and she was like, I just got to say that your pictures are just so amazing, and your art is amazing. I'm like, I almost cried. Just the fact that I had touched another model, that spoke volumes, because, you know, guys can be like, oh, you're hot, like your tits, or like your ass. I'm like, okay. When a girl, that really spoke to me. When a girl who'd been in the industry, she's 12 years older than me, exactly, because we're both Chinese zodiac of the dragon. We're both dragons, so we're like, so she's exactly like 12 years older than me, and she's like, she's like, don't, all these other models that may be more famous or making way more money than you, she's like, don't stop. She's like, keep doing your thing. I was like, oh, okay. I was, I started to cry a little bit. I was totally taken aback. I was just going there, just thinking I'm just going to show off my pictures. Nobody really knows me, but she said she's been following my Instagram and she loves my pictures. I'm like, what? Oh my God, thank you. Because I've been putting a lot into this and thinking that sometimes it's not in your face sexy. And I like doing those shoots because a lot of times, like, they won't get that many likes or whatever, but I'm not doing it for the likes. I'm doing it for the art and to try to express myself differently. And I like how people like things that are not necessarily in-your-face sexy, which I like those poses, and I like doing glamour, which I think glamour is in-your-face sexy. It's like not trying too hard. It's pretty much just effortlessly sexy, like pretty much here you are, here's tits. Like, I like doing artistic nudes and artistic and weird kind of things, like blending one with your surroundings and getting kind of crazy and funky monkey with it. I like to rhyme. So, yeah. So that's the advice that I would give myself, to love myself because it speaks volume to others. So that's what I would go back in time and say. 15 years ago, I was 15, and I was in high school. So I would say to do even more. I know you don't think it's possible, but try to do even more in high school. I wish I had done even more. I was already in 3 band classes, 2 band classes and a drumline class, and after-school practice, and BPA, Business Professionals of America, and piano lessons, and doing volunteer work, and at a nursing home. Already doing a lot, but I wish I could go back and be like, no, bitch, do more. I wanted to join yearbook. I should have started my freshman year. So I guess, like, you say 15 years. I'm going to round it up to, like, 17. Whenever I was about to start my freshman year and be like, join yearbook. I wish I had done yearbook. I wish I had done more with graphic design, even more, even though I was in BPA and digital design. So, yeah, that's the advice I give myself, is do more, try more, and to love yourself and not be too hard on yourself, because if you do, then your magic will shine. I guess that kind of goes with my career. Oh, you said to answer. I guess that kind of goes with my career, too, is to love yourself, because then that shines in your career, but it shines in your personal life, too. It goes both ways. Like, if you're trying to fall in love, you know. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to find somebody. And if you do, it won't be a healthy relationship. And if you think it is, you're in denial. It's not. Sorry, but you'll learn it one way or the other, or maybe you won't, and you're just constantly in denial, and that's really sad. Happens a lot. But you just need to be strong. And for these past 10 years, I have grown a lot and learned a lot, and sometimes you have to ask yourself hard questions to be able to grow. You have to ask yourself, all right, what do I need to work on? What's happening here? Why do I keep making the same mistakes? Sometimes you have to realize your toxic patterns in your life to move forward, to grow on. So I go back in time again and tell myself, don't be afraid to, grow. Don't be afraid to answer the tough questions in your life. So that's another advice I give myself. I give it to myself, but looking back then, I'd probably look at my older self and, what are you talking about? I don't understand. So I go back in time, and I try, but I don't know if I'd listen. Sometimes experience is like just the best teacher, and it really has helped build my character. and knowledge on how to understand more. I can't wait to learn more in these next 10 years. Oh boy, here we go! Come on, let's get to 40. Thank you so much for listening to my video and getting to know me and my nerdy, goofy self. My name is Alora Jaymes. Thank you for listening. And my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, all of them are the same handle. It's at Alora Jaymes, ALORAJAYMES. That's M as in Mary. Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Princess Bride. So that's my social media, and yeah, I hope you enjoy getting to know me. My name is Alora Jaymes, and you are watching Wannabe TV. Thanks for watching.